So basically I just went online to buy something that I thought would be there.
Yep.
And to my surprise it wasn't, and that's the moment it started.
So you obviously realised and you thought, hang on, this needs to be developed.
100%.
Am I the person for the job?
It's one of those things with ideas, you back yourself and then a week or two later you doubt yourself, and then
You're like, what have I done?
Yeah.
Why have I spent all this money on this?
Yeah, you think you're a genius and then the next day you think you're a dumbass, you know. And with the Oz launch, that was just psychotic, went so well. We sold out in like 6 weeks.
Yep.
We were just like, wow, like
We're on to something.
we're onto something, you know. Mate, we're stoked. Like, how can you get a team of better product testers than the crew of the TFI?
Yeah. Welcome to TFI Uncut. I'm here with Al Brooks, the owner and one of the founders of EZEE FREEZE. And we're really excited to have you here, buddy, and we're stoked that you're supporting this year's TFI, and we're really keen to hear about this product, which is it's a environmentally friendly, reusable ice cube.
That's correct, Dino. So stoked to be here and thanks for having me.
Change it, buddy. I can't wait. Tell us all about it.
Legend, thanks mate. So yeah, EZEE FREEZE, reusable ice cubes, one of those ideas that had probably been under everyone's nose, and
Yep.
yeah,
I've said this before, flat bottom taco. It's like that, it's just there. Like,
totally.
why can't you think of them? Yeah.
100%. So yeah, kind of light bulb moment for me, and I guess where it all started was just fishing, like we all do, and I would freeze bottles of water the night before I'd go fishing. We're all in the same boat, pun intended.
Yep.
With being a little bit time restricted, you know, the missus gives you the hall pass to go fishing. You got to get the boat packed. You got to make sure you got fuel, you got your bait, and you got to have ice. You know, you got to go. So I would always have bottles of water filled up, ready to go in the chest freezer. Wake up, throw them in the esky, go fishing. To be honest, most of the time I got nothing.
Yep.
But on the rare occasion I did get a fish.
What happens?
Yeah. The very rare occasion I get a fish. To put all the bottles of water around them. And what I'd find was it didn't engulf the fish as well as regular ice.
It doesn't do the same job, hey? It just never does.
No. You need that surface area. You need smaller particles of ice touching
everything,
the surface to cool it properly. So basically I just went online to buy something that I thought would be there.
Yep.
And to my surprise it wasn't, and that's the moment it started.
So talk to us about that moment. So you obviously realised and you thought, hang on, this needs to be developed.
100%.
Am I the person for the job?
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so always in my life I've always kind of tried to think outside the box, like a lot of us do, and we're always trying to find that new thing. And I guess when I found that, you know, empty part in the market, I just thought that was me, and this is my little kind of way forward, you know, especially loving everything, the fishing, the camping, the outdoors, you know, lifestyle. That's what all I'm about, and that's what I'm about.
Yes.
And yeah,
you sort of don't realise how big a part the ice plays in that lifestyle, that environment, and the outdoors. It's crazy. So now that you've turned this into like a permanent icon, or it's like something that you can use in that space. It's a game changer.
100%, mate. So yeah, I guess getting back to the development, we got on to basically as user-friendly and environmentally friendly as possible.
Love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that.
It's all about protecting people and their health.
So that was the foundations of sort of what you were trying to build?
100%. A lot of my background in other things in life, we used to, me and a small group of friends, we used to get together on my living room floor, and we'd have this campaign called Flag the Bag.
Oh yeah.
And it was a group of crew, and we were originally trying to get rid of plastic bags.
Yep.
And the single-use
How long ago was this? Like before?
Probably 12 years.
Yeah, ages ago.
It was just when Cali banned them. We had Kate Nelson. She's a plastic-free mermaid. She helped get it banned in California, and she was over here with some buddies of mine, and we all got together and were like, let's do this in Australia. Let's ban plastic bags. So for me, it's always been a big thing to...
Who's we, by the way?
Oh, I just had some buddies like Drew McPherson, and just all like our housemates, and just like, you know, the typical Byron Spiro
You're
crew.
always destined to end up doing something like this by the sounds of it. You were putting it out there. You were already, in this space. It's conscious of it, yeah.
It's crazy how it kind of came back, you know, later in life
crazy.
with a product that I was passionate about in a lifestyle that I'm passionate about. So it's kind of, it ticked all those boxes. So, and then also looking after the customers and our supporters. So making sure it's purified drinking water, BPA-free plastic, so you can put in your drinks. It can be put around meats and fish. It's not going to cause any nasties or harmful things for our clients and customers. So yeah, they were all the things. So I think if you can, help people save time, in the morning. They can have these frozen in the chest freezers and put them straight in the esky and off they go.
Yep.
You can help people's back pockets because they're not buying ice all the time, and if they're like me and they don't catch fish, they just pour it on the grass.
Yeah.
Don't get to use it anyway. And then all
Go back in the freezer. Yep.
yeah.
Do it again tomorrow. Go
Exactly.
have no fish again tomorrow.
That's it, mate. Yeah, 100%. They don't leave the bag. And then also look after the environment by eliminating single plastic use, single bag use, and just having these reusable every time.
So how many uses can you have with these? Like,
Mate, 'cause
it's endless.
100%, right? It's a new product for us, and I test it rigorously over the first year or two after I made it, before it went to market.
Yep.
I've still got all those original cubes. None of them have, faded or popped or anything like
Yeah,
that.
dead set, really.
Yeah, 100%. You get the odd maybe pop with a snapper spike or something, like anything, it's gonna, it's not, if we were to make them out of metal or aluminium, yeah, they're gonna survive forever, but they're just gonna be too heavy.
No,
And
it's like you've created like the most realistic thing for what it is, and you've just absolutely smashed it. Like,
Thanks,
so good.
mate.
You should be really proud.
Thanks, bro. I'm stoked.
I'm actually keen to hear a bit more about this development section of it, because I can imagine that wasn't easy.
No, it definitely wasn't, because you're trying to tick so many boxes, because you want it to be strong enough that it's not going to puncture and pierce. Then you're trying to keep it light enough to have more cubes in a bag to recreate the 5 kilo bag of ice you're getting from the servo. And then you're also trying to keep them strong enough as well so they're not popping all the time. And you want to have them thin enough so they can freeze quicker when they're in the freezer, right? Because if it's too thick or a different material, then you're just not going to get that freeze time overnight. So
Sick.
So I ticked all those boxes, and then you experiment with the bag. I know our first range of bags were like a real thin and a lightweight material.
Yep.
We've come, leaps and bounds since then. We've got thicker materials, everything's reinforced, triple stitched, different shape. We're more clone the 5 kilo bag of ice from the servo. And just playing around those things. It's, at the end of the day, it's a simple idea really and a simple thing, but there has been many, many hours. And
I remember when I first stumbled across them, like even just the bag, I was like, that's so smart. It was another flat bottom taco sort of idea as well, just the bag it's in. The whole package is just so well put together, and no wonder it's a huge success.
Unreal. Thanks, mate.
How did sort of that launch period go? So you've got a product, you're ready to hit the market. Talk to us about that.
It was hectic. It's one of those things with ideas, you back yourself, and then a week or two later you doubt yourself.
And you're like, what have I done?
Yeah.
Why have I spent all this money on this? What? Is this going to be my life for the next 10 years?
Totally, you think you're a genius, and then the next day you think you're a dumbass, and it was funny, the more people, I'd only let a few people in here and there, just because that's what you do with an idea, and every time I'd let a buddy in, they would kind of pump me back up and go, that's brilliant, and they would push me through the next stage, of whatever legals or trademarks or whatever I had to do. But I reckon the key breaking point was probably when we got Harry Fattel in. I got him around to mine one afternoon and had it in the esky and popped open the esky, and it blew his mind, He was just
we're onto something here.
Totally. So I guess that stage from, at that point I had all the stock and I was ready to go, but having someone like him already in the
Get
industry.
in the right hands, start telling the story, or sort of painting the picture, saying the messages. Exactly,
because mate, I'm a sparky 20 years. I know how to twist wires and
I'm
quote down.
I'm a boilie, trust me. I know how much goes into getting and progressing as a person to be able to do this stuff, or
100%.
even understand it. So that's sick. Haz is on board.
He's
still on board.
Yep, that's it, mate. We've got a great team at the moment. Haz is involved, but mate, just with his e-com skills and marketing, I guess we built the website and we started making ads, which was just so much fun.
So most of your sales all coming online?
All online.
Yeah. So if you're at home, ezefreeze.com.au, I'm assuming, probably .com as well.
Yep.
If you're
.co in the USA and .com.au in Australia.
Yeah,
so,
cool. Get yourself some of these bad boys.
That's it, mate.
So talk about maybe the US as well, if I didn't cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're right, mate. Yeah, well, we'll go back with the Oz launch. That was just psychotic. Went so well. We sold out in like 6 weeks.
Yep.
Then we got our new shipment in, sold out again in like 4 weeks, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And we were just like, wow, like
we're onto something.
We're onto something, So then we had another key icon in the EZEE Freeze team, Scott, get involved. He's the other director with myself. He's based.
Will we get to see Scott at the VIP winners?
No, he's in the USA, so trying to get him on a plane over here would be a bit of a leap, but I'm sure he'd love to party with us.
Cool.
But so he's kind of head of US, I'm head of Australia, but we're both working together with Haz, all angles of the business. But yeah, at that point we're like, this is something big, and
Yeah.
let's out branch, I guess. So yeah, in 4 countries now: Australia, New Zealand, America, and Canada.
Unbelievable.
It's
You look
6
you look pretty chilled out for someone who's just gone through all this, and this is all happening. I know what it's like. Like, you're just in a vortex, or you're in the trenches. Like, you're just getting it done, but you seem cool, calm, collected, and pretty happy with it all.
So
obviously,
stoked, mate.
like, you've got a good team, and the international launch has gone well.
100%,
Yeah.
mate. And that's it. Like, yeah, you can't. The success is through the team and
Yeah.
all the key players we have involved and how good they are at what they do. And we focus on our strengths, and
That's what we do as well. Yeah, just stay in our lanes, focus
stay in your lane.
on your strengths. You're not upsetting anyone then.
That's it. Yeah, learn about the other lane and upskill, but always just focus on your strengths and
Love the attitude.
and pump the other bloke up on what his strengths are.
Yeah,
We all
work together, complement each other.
exactly. We all make mistakes, but we're always there for each other, and it's going great, mate. Like I said, 6 months in, we're selling out in all regions. It's just popping off. We're getting all the calls off the big dogs, and which is exciting. Get the calls off the little players as well, and we want to support them. And it's just, I guess when you're the first product and you're just an innovator and ahead of the market, it's just the calls come from everywhere, and it's exciting to
It's cool.
work out how to navigate.
Where I've seen all the copycats popping up,
Oh,
bastards, they just come from everywhere. Like recently, eh?
You can't help it. It's just human nature, and we, as long as it's done, in the right way, competition's always good, and it makes you be better. And
Love your attitude.
mate, you gotta be, and it's pushing us to work on our new products and our innovation in materials, and we've got so many new things coming out, which we're so excited about.
How good.
And the competition helps you, because if you didn't have it, you'd sit still and just not move forward and progress. So.
Well, hopefully, say aligning with someone like us is going to help you just stay at the top and front and center, and the genuine original product that everyone loves, and it stays that way. And
100%, mate.
hope we'll see what the guys who are out filming, see what they're going to create, because obviously all the guys who are in this year's event, they've all received some bags of ice, and we might see some features.
Mate, we're stoked. Like, how can you get a team of better product testers than the crew of the TFI?
Yeah.
10 gun fishermen and 10 full enthusiast four-wheel driving campers.
It's
like
the perfect test grounds, hey.
100%.
And you're going to get the content off the back end of it if it all goes well for them.
Mate, just the feedback, the content's a bonus, and seeing them all use it and enjoy it's going to be great, but even getting feedback as well, we just want to keep evolving, keep hearing, feedback, positive or negative, and evolve with it.
So what's sort of the next stages for you guys as a business? Like, obviously you're in a really good spot now. You know the lay of the land, the copycats are coming, this and that. How do you see it playing out?
Yeah, for sure. So at the end of the day, you've got your key base product, right? Yep. So there's different ways we're going to make
iconic
base
product.
That's it, 100% right, the OG. So we're going to tweak that a bit and work with what we've already got, but then we're working with different materials that are going to be even more sustainable, because coming back to that story of, that Flag the Bag campaign for me, and being very, very enthusiastic about plastic and our, footprint on Earth, that is my key drive. I want to get even better products that are better for the environment, better for the customer.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's the big thing for me. You got to start somewhere, and I'm very happy with the product.
You got to build something to generate some money, give yourself a voice to make a difference. So
100%, but it just doesn't stop there. We want to keep going and keep being better for our customers and the environment. So there are big kind of motivators to go forward in our directions, but also then product expansion as well. So maybe moving into bags and all these.
Are you seeing these things like replacing the bags of ice and the freezers at the servos? Is that where you're seeing this?
100%.
It's like
100%.
Just swap it out. Yeah.
That's it. And you can have, if people want to stick with that, and maybe there's always a place for that, and that's fine. But mate, if they're in freezers at servos, ready to go, and you've got option A, option B.
Yeah, both options are still there. Don't take them all, but
100%.
It's a great option.
Yeah, no, we'd love that. But anything reusable, sustainable has got to be better for people's back pocket and the environment. So that's what we're about.
Cool. Is there anything else you'd like to add? I feel like we've kind of, pretty good insight to what's going on.
Yeah, for sure, mate. No, that's it. We're so stoked with everyone's support and all the positive feedback we've had so far. We're stoked with you guys getting us on board and
Sick.
getting us involved in such a cool platform and concept that you're running. So thank you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. I'm looking forward to the whole TFI experience because this is going to roll into the wild card. The guys might be able to feature some ice in that too and get some perks. And there's lots of other avenues where you're going to see the ice in the future. And we obviously use it on the reg now. We've got a heap of backs of ice at home. So
the boys are stocked up.
You might have seen a tuna hanging out of the backpack the other day. Yeah, we got it all happening. So yeah, it's all good. And I think it's great because you're obviously like a family-owned business. You're based where in Byron Bay.
Spot on.
Yeah, Byron Bay, and you're
Harry
doing
from Lennox, Scotty over. He's originally Australian and now he's in the US. So yeah, really good crew behind
foundations. Yeah, and now you're taking on the world with an incredible product and just that attitude and those goals. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I appreciate you coming to sit down and chat, and hopefully this potty goes well. And I think let's just wrap it up there. Thanks, Al. That was bloody great, and
appreciate it, mate.
We'll see you guys maybe on the next one. Hope you enjoyed, and if you've got any questions for Al, drop them in the comments, especially on the YouTube video, and we'll get back to them.
Yeah, Ledge.
Great, yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, you speak well, bro.
Fuck, I'm
No,
sweating.
that was good.
Yeah, it's all right? All good?
Yeah, that was really good, mate. Yeah, walked in, sat down, aced it, had a sip of water. Do you want a beer?
Fucking oath.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
go. Love one. Legend. Oh, you're a gun too, Dino.
Nah, thanks,
made
buddy.
That enjoyable, mate. And
Thanks, buddy.